But first tonight, we are continuing to cover a 5-car fatal crash last night on I-25 that killed Colorado State Senator Faith Winter. 3 others were injured in that crash. It happened last night around 6:30 in the northbound lanes of I-25 at Dry Creek. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office has not released very many details about the crash. We don't know what caused it or anything about the other people who were injured at this point. The northbound lanes of 25 were shut down for hours last night. We did learn, though, that the person who died was Democratic State Senator Faith Winter, a longtime Colorado legislator. Her district covered Broomfield, Adams, and Weld counties. In a statement, her family honored not just her public service, but also her role as a loving mother, partner, and friend. 9 News anchor and political reporter Kyle Clark shares more on Winter's life and legacy.
Colorado politics is filled with elected leaders, particularly women, encouraged to run for office by Faith Winter. Winter did that long before she ran for the state legislature herself in 2014, working as an environmental advocate and political organizer for years before stepping into the spotlight to win a House seat, then flip a Republican-held Senate seat representing Westminster. Progressives admired that Winter won a swing seat while holding on to her liberal positions on climate, abortion rights, and paid family leave. She was a mother of 2. Democratic Governor Jared Polis said Colorado is shaken by Winter's death, calling her a fierce advocate he'd known for 20 years. In 2018, Winter led a movement to root out sexual harassment at the Capitol, the first of 5 women to come forward with allegations that led to the first expulsion of a state legislator in a century. Democratic House Speaker Julie McCluskey said her bravery brought necessary reforms to the Capitol, and her kindness filled the building. As Winter's profile in state politics grew, so did her public struggles with alcohol, leading to an ethics reprimand in 2024. And in early 2025, her apology on the Senate floor. Winter acknowledged that her choices and behavior had harmed the institution and her colleagues. Upon the news of her death, her colleagues focused on her decades of encouragement to others to step into politics and to make change in Colorado. Broomfield City Councilwoman Heidi Henkel said she was heartbroken at the loss of her mentor, and Democratic State Senator Chris Kolker said he fell to his knees as he learned of Winter's death, writing, "You gave me courage and believed in me." State Senator Faith Winter was 45 years old.
We're also hearing more tonight from the people who knew Senator Winter, old friends and colleagues stunned by her death and now honoring her life. Here's 9 News reporter Shalima Maharaj in studio with more on that. Shalima.
Yeah, politicians from across the state are voicing their shock and devastation over the death of Senator Winter. And today she's being remembered for her advocacy work on women's reproductive rights and the environment. She's also being remembered as a dedicated mentor.
My life would look dramatically different if she hadn't been in it.
Kiera Hatton-Senna is shell-shocked after learning of the death of her friend, Senator Faith Winter.
Learning that you have lost a friend and a mentor and an ally is never easy. Finding out the day before Thanksgiving, the day that she would have had to spend with her family, is exceptionally hard.
Hatton-Senna is the political director for Cobalt Advocates, a nonprofit dedicated to reproductive rights and abortion access.
She integrated reproductive rights into the curriculum of Emerge Colorado and Vote, Run, Lead and the White House Project, and made sure that everybody getting ready to run for office knew how to talk about reproductive rights in a non-stigmatizing way.
Those who knew Senator Winter say she didn't just champion causes, she championed people.
A lot of people don't think that people who run for office or, our elected officials are humans, and she really put that humanity behind the policy.
Senator Winter's district included Broomfield. Broomfield City Councilor Heidi Henkel first met her in 2019.
Losing another mom, it's just very important to understand that when they're in office, they're still mom. She was a loving mom and a loving daughter and a loving partner.
And when it comes to the legacy she leaves behind, both Henkel and Hatton-Senna say she was the real deal.
I want them to remember that she is somebody that just walked the walk every day. She did that work in the political realm. She did it as a mother. She did it as a friend.
Now, Councilor Henkel spent some of the day talking to friends, family, and colleagues of Senator Winter, and she says they are prepared to keep moving forward on causes that she was passionate about. In her words, They are willing to keep living life out loud for her. Shalima Maharaj, 9 News.
Shalima, thank you for your reporting.